After years of waiting, Escape from Tarkov Arena finally launched. Kind of. So let's talk about if it was worth the wait and is the game actually fun to play. So the first and most important thing we have to talk about is the continued rollout of Arena. It's definitely really scuffed. There were two main problems throughout the day. Now, if you followed Escape from Tarkov news, we knew that everybody wasn't going to get access immediately. We knew it was going to roll out in waves. However, the rollout of those waves did not go according to plan. The first issue we encountered was many of the people, including myself, that got an email saying, hey, you have access, go ahead and download, were unable to download the game. There was a period of about 3 or 4 hours where I'd gotten the email. It said, hey, you're good, you're in, go ahead and download the game. It just wouldn't let me, but I had tons of people in my chat saying, hey, just got my email downloading now, just got my email downloading now. There were a huge part of wave one that just something was stuck and it just wouldn't let them download the game, even though they got that email. A little bit of a debate there. The other and the definitely more important problem here is the fact that in a podcast, Nikita mentioned that who was going to get access to Arena was based on how old your account was, especially if you have EOD, if you've had EOD for a really long time. And that is definitely not how it went down. There were tons of reports and confirmed reports even of people purchasing Arena day of, or even not getting emails on their accounts, their EOD accounts that they've had since 2017, 2018, and purchasing a second Arena account and getting Arena on that second account and not on the old EOD account. Once again, a breakdown of communication here. If they had said, hey, it's just going to be random, it would have been frustrating, but maybe less frustrating than being told it's going to be based on account age and then seeing a bunch of people that just bought the game get in before you. So that was definitely the biggest sticky point in this whole Arena thing, is how they've continued to launch it. If you don't have access to it yet, I don't really know what to tell you. They're going to be continuing to send out emails. It looks like they got some of those bugs fixed during day one, but you're just gonna have to wait till you get the email, and hopefully they can do these waves really quickly. Now, is the game fun though? In my opinion, absolutely. It is a blast. I had the correct expectation going into this. It's just going to be more Tarkov. They're not going to change anything. It's still the old recoil system. It's no vaulting. It is exactly Tarkov, just super fast paced, small quarters maps, and tons of fun with your friends. And if that's what you expected, you're gonna have a blast. If you kind of don't like what Tarkov is and you are hoping Arena is going to be different, you will probably be disappointed. Arena is just more of the same in a super kind of like adrenaline fueled, super quick environment where you can have a ton of fun with your friends and a ton of like these super cool clutch up moments. In my opinion, it has been a blast so far, and has performed really, really well. Not just in the fact that you get good frames, which in my experience you do. The maps are smaller, there's less assets to load, there's a lot less AI and stuff like that on the map and a lot less loot. So the maps seem to run really, really well, but also in the sense of like some of the really brutal desync and stuff like that. Now, I'm definitely not saying there's no desync. A lot of times when you see somebody's kill cam, you can kind of see the difference in what you saw and what they saw and how there's a little bit of that desync there. But I will say that there hasn't been any like crazy moments like the landmark moment from the TwitchCon tourney or anything like that. It hasn't felt worse than Tarkov in any way. And if anything, I would say it feels a little bit better as far as the desync. So performance goes, it is actually better than I expected, to be honest with you. I had one crash in a 14-hour play session. So everything has been really, really smooth. If you can get in, once again, I understand that that's a frustrating sticking point. Now, talking about the maps, I think the maps are really well designed. I am not good at judging maps because I haven't played a single competitive game really ever. So I don't know much about like, the 3-lane maps or map design for competitive play. They're fun. I like that you have a few that are really traditional, kind of just like super close quarters, 3-lane maps. I like that you have Sawmill and Bowl, which definitely are bigger and allow for more types of play and more opportunities for long range play and sniping and stuff like that. So I like the maps a lot, but I'm not a great person to judge. I think they're cool. Their map design is generally pretty awesome. Another super interesting part of this that definitely makes it kind of fun is the kits people are using. Especially now at the beginning, all of the kits that people have access to are really, really low tier, kind of basically scav kits, which can be annoying on one hand if you don't have an iron sight or a buttstock on your gun. But on the other hand, it's kind of fun that, right now, day one, not everyone's running around with slicks and meta mutants. If you get the drop on somebody, if you hit a good headshot, chances are that person's not wearing a helmet. So the kits are definitely pretty low tier. Now that brings me into the kind of, quote unquote economy of this game, how you unlock things. It's very similar to like War Thunder, where you have to use a kit and then that unlocks the next kit in the tree basically. and then you can pick a tree that you would like to go down and just continue to progress down that tree. I will say though that it gets very, very, very grindy. I played about 12 or 13 hours yesterday of Arena. I literally only picked one tree that I was going to try and progress down, and I only made it like 3 or 4 kits down, and to progress to the next one is going to be like 80 or something wins. So it's definitely going to get very, very grindy, but you're not going to see the huge, insane meta kits for a while for that reason. Now, like I said, I've been having an absolute blast playing Arena, but that doesn't mean it's a perfect game. There are definitely some things I'd like to see them tweak and some cons that I would like to see addressed eventually. First and foremost, in my opinion, there shouldn't be a single kit in the entire tree anywhere that doesn't have painkillers. It is so brutal to have to grind for hundreds of games on a specific kit without painkillers to try and unlock something that you're going for. That whole painkiller system, if you watch my content, you probably know how I feel about it. I hate it. Just give us painkillers then, so we're not running around limping and basically unable to do anything. Another thing is the movement. It can definitely be a little clunky. This is, once again, earlier I said, if you have the expectation that you have exactly Tarkov, but in Arena, then you'll know what to expect. That also comes with the cons of Tarkov, which is, in my opinion, the movement system. If you get shot, you lose all your stamina. Everybody's skills are level 0 or level 1, so you don't have a lot of stamina. You don't have a lot of endurance, so the movement can feel a little bit clunky for sure. A third con is definitely the kit balance, and this was kind of honestly an expected con of the game really early. Seeing people kind of grind through and unlock really overpowered stuff like AP-20 out of shotguns much faster than I can unlock a PP-19 with AP ammo or something like that. Just seems like there's going to be a few meta trees where those guys are going to be really hard to kill. I'm sure that they're going to go through and balance that, but pretty much everybody's been saying that the kits need a little bit of balancing. And then another thing that absolutely everybody has been saying is the announcer needs to be turned down. I kind of don't mind the fact that he's yelling and adding stress to these high tense situations, but he just seems so loud. And when audio can be so important, trying to clutch up a win or something like that, it can be pretty brutal to have him yelling over the audio of your teammates. But that is kind of my just like TLDR first impressions after playing day one. I'm going to try and put out some guides out here in the future, and my opinion on the game could change. I'm definitely in the honeymoon phase of just having a blast playing, but I do enjoy it. I think it's super fun, but there are definitely some things that need to be addressed. Like I said, if you don't have access yet, hopefully they can get to you as soon as possible. If you like this video, think about dropping a like, commenting down below, or subscribing to the channel for more content like this. I stream this game from Tarkov and Arena on my Twitch channel and here on YouTube. My links will be down below. And if you're looking for people to play Tarkov or Arena with once you get access, my Discord is an awesome place to be. That is linked down below as well. Thank you again for stopping by, and I will definitely see y'all on the next one.